Yo guys, what's going on? Today we're going to look at 20 players you should sign in your FIFA 20 career mode. A lot of wonder kids, a few older players. But yes, if you're doing a career mode in FIFA 20, these are players you are going to want to check out. One thing I do need to emphasize before this video starts, the ratings and potentials are not finalized just yet. These are kind of just predictions as to what I think they're going to be. So with that, let's get into this top 20 list. So first up, this one's going to be kind of obvious, and I have his potential at a 95. May not be that high, but I wanted to just go as high as possible because this guy is a beast. The Englishman who currently plays for Dortmund just won the Super Cup over in Germany as Dortmund took down Bayern Munich. He's going to be a beast in career mode. His rating is definitely going to get increased. His potential going to get increased. And I'm looking forward to this, man. He's going to be a beast to use. Pacey winger. The only problem is, at least right now, in real life, he's valued at around 124 mil. He's going to be pretty expensive to buy, but he's the first player on our list. Next up, another winger, pacey winger. There's going to be a lot of those in today's video. He's from Arsenal. He was just on loan last year at Hoffenheim, but he's back. He may not be getting as much playing time with Arsenal this year simply because, of course, Pepe just signed. Definitely going to be playing in front of him. But again, he's young. He's got high potential. I have his potential at 89. Probably won't end up being that high in the game, but it could be. He's going to get some first team experience this year, I believe, with Arsenal. And he should be rather cheap in career mode, so he's a player you're going to want to check out. Up third is the Canadian. He was a beast on FIFA 19 career mode. I'm expecting him to do bits again. I have his potential up over 90 as well. I don't know. I'm trying to give these players a little bit bigger of a boost than they may actually have, because hopefully with career mode this year, maybe as you're watching this, it's already been announced, there will be dynamic potentials. So when you're playing in career mode, it's not set. In one career mode, your player's potential could be lower. Another career mode, it could be higher. We're hoping that's the case. Career mode information is coming soon. But Alphonso Davies, the Canadian, you're going to want to take a look at him, of course, on the wing. There's been a lot of wingers so far. The Chelsea midfielder Mason Mount. Frank Lampard has been praising him, especially with Chelsea being transfer banned. There's no doubt he's going to get some first team experience this year in the club. He's a youngster. He's going to start out probably in the mid 70s. Might be a little expensive, but high potential. He scored around, I want to say, 7 goals, 5 assists last year with Derby in the championship. And again, going to get first team experience this year, but in your career mode, he's young, 20-year-old wonder kid. Definitely a player that if you're looking to boss up the midfield, you're going to want to include in your team. Now, what do I even say about this? Unfortunately, with Rodrygo, as have been with a few other players that I've talked about already, you probably won't be able to sign them in your first season because they've just arrived at the club. But nonetheless, we all know if you're getting into a career mode, this young beast is going to be in FIFA for the first time. Coming over from Santos, playing for Real Madrid. If you're doing a Madrid career mode, he's going to be the player that you're going to want to grow. I guarantee, man, mid-90s. That's what I'm hoping for this dude. He's going to be an absolute beast. And, of course, it's another winger on our list. This is the oldest player on our list. It's Robertson, of course, the left back from Liverpool. 85 overall is what I have his rating at. I think he was an 83 last year. I definitely think he's going to be at least an 84. 85 is what I'm thinking. 91 potential. The reason I included him is because he's been so far just such a great left back for the past few years. His rating has skyrocketed in FIFA, and with there being not too many super high rated fullbacks, I had to include him on the list. Again, he's going to be quite expensive, but I wanted to throw in a few sort of mid-20 aged players, and he made it in here. So I think he's our first fullback so far. We're staying in the defense with Boubocar Kamara. I'm hoping I pronounced that right. May have pronounced that wrong. If so, I apologize. Another defender, though. Yeah, center back. Gonna have great potential. He already starts out at a pretty decent overall. Probably gonna be around 20-30 mil. But look, man, you're gonna use him for your first few seasons in career mode. I'd say by your second or third season, he's gonna be mid-80, depending on how long you train him, what you do with him to progress his overall. But he's a solid defender nonetheless, and someone you're gonna want in. Young beast as well. Now, this is an interesting one. I wouldn't necessarily, well, he's not a wonder kid whatsoever. 78 overall, doesn't have the highest potential, but for me this season, he's an interesting one in the Premier League. He's in, I'd say, at least my top 10, top 15 center backs at least this year in the Prem. Plays for Wolves. Conor Coady. Hopefully I said that right. Yeah, give him a shot, man. He's someone who's definitely going to be very cheap. His overall, again, his overall is great, but his potential isn't the highest. Someone that, who knows, man, you could use him for your first few seasons if you're looking to grow a team. All right, now this next one, probably no one's going to be too familiar with, but I had to include him. A man who plays for my hometown club, FC Cincinnati. They're going to be in FIFA for the first time ever. The reason I'm including him is because he is literally a teenager right now. He was the first overall pick in the MLS draft by FC Cincinnati. He's going to start out very low, but I'm telling you, man, he's going to have a great potential. Look into buying him because he's going to be one of those special players that I can almost guarantee not too many people are going to be signing in their career modes. He's going to be unique. Frankie Amaya is his name. Check him out. Boys, repping the hometown club, FCC right there. Joe Willock, the Arsenal midfielder, only made a few appearances, like 6 or 7 in the Prem last season. In the preseason, he's got some game time against Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, and we'll see how this dude does. It's a weird one for me because he's someone who I'm not too familiar with, but I've heard some things about, so I threw him onto this list. We'll see though, man. He's going to start out in the low 70s. We'll see what his potential is at. I'm guessing it's going to be around the mid 80s. That's what I have on the screen, but who knows? Young Arsenal midfielder, 19 years of age. He's going to grow, so you can't go wrong with signing him. I've definitely included this kid in the past in previous like Wonder Kid episodes. Used to play with PSG. He's with Lille. He's had some good seasons, and now is his time to shine. I'm guessing, I don't know, I have him at an 80 to start. He may be in the high 70s. 80 might be a little too much, but we'll see what happens. He can play the wing. He can play the midfield. He's pacey, as are most every player on this list, because you guys know I love the pace, and so do you, I'm guessing. Iknone, check him out, boys. Playing for Lille right now over in France. I feel like it'd be rude not to include an Ajax player, so I've included one, and there were so many that I could have chosen, but I went with this guy, Jurgen Ekkelenkamp. Please say I pronounced that right, all my Dutch viewers. I don't know. He was just one that interested me the most. I had to do some research about this kid because I didn't know too much, but we'll see how he does. One of their young midfielders, 69 is what I have him starting at. A player who hasn't gotten too much playing time. I don't think, again, I'm not too familiar with this kid. If any of you guys can give me some more help in the comments, but all I know is he's a young beast, guys. Again, like with Joe Willock, the last player we looked over, you can't really go wrong with signing him. He's going to grow. Next up, another defender, an Austrian defender from the Bundesliga. He's going to be cheap, and that's why he's on this list, because he has that room to grow. Literally will cost you under 10 million to sign the defender that will probably be in the 80s by his second or third season. A little, I don't know, cheap beast, I guess you would say. He's used quite often in FIFA 19, and I'm expecting to see more of him in FIFA 20. I feel like it was only a matter of time before this man showed up. You guys know it's Mason Greenwood, the Man United player who, as of late, has kind of been all over the news. He's been playing well in the preseason, and who knows, man? I think with kind of the recent success he's had in the news, his potential will probably be bumped up a little bit more. And it's always, I feel like it's just always better when you're doing career modes. If players have higher potentials, it just makes it so much more fun to do. Mason Greenwood, I couldn't not include this dude. Oliver Skip, one of our only defensive midfielders on this list. He made about 12 appearances last year with Spurs, and he actually scored in the preseason tournament against Bayern Munich. And he's someone who, we'll see how many starts he gets. Pochettino, I don't know how often he's going to play him, but at least in career mode, if you're playing with like a championship club, even maybe like a smaller team in the Prem, you could consider this guy. I don't know if he's going to start for you right away. If you're in the championship, he probably can start for you right away. Depending on your club, though, he's going to be a solid fit, though. Someone, again, who's not going to be too expensive. Probably under 10 mil, maybe even under 5 mil. We'll see. Cheap beast again. Yes, he is going to be back for FIFA 20. Phil Foden. Pep Guardiola, literally, he said something along the lines of the most talented player he's ever managed. Probably won't be playing too much for City. We'll see. I don't really know how he's going to fit into that team. But for your team in career mode, he's definitely going to be able to fit. He's going to be expensive, but his potential is going to be in the 90s for sure. And we all know how much of a beast this guy is in career mode, and it's going to stay the same for FIFA 20. Another player that, again, you're not going to be able to sign in your first season, but it's the Atletico Madrid left back, pretty much brought in to kind of, I guess, I don't know, replace Felipe Luis. He's young. We'll see how he does. Just signed with Atletico Madrid. He's going to be very low. I don't know how, if he's starting right away. I don't really pay attention too much to La Liga. I'm not going to lie, but I've heard good things about this guy. And maybe in your second season, he'll probably be in the mid-70s and you can snatch him up for a cheap price. Rhian Brewster. Unfortunately, an injury last season prevented him from playing, but he is a former under-17 World Cup winner, a former under-17 World Cup Golden Boot winner, and this season, with Sturridge leaving, there's definitely going to be room for him in the squad, probably behind Firmino. Liverpool's going to need him. Maybe a little bit more difficult to snatch him up in career mode, but we'll see how he does. I'm excited to see him play in real life, and he's probably one of the top strikers I'm going to be most looking forward to signing in FIFA 20. We got two players left. Puig up next, the Barcelona man. I signed him in my career modes last year. I did one on stream with Aston Villa, I think, and of course, completely unrealistic transfer. That's the way I like it, but one thing I'm not really a big fan of is his height, but he's got 90 potential, so it kind of makes up for it. The rest of his stats, and he's a midfielder. You don't really need to be extremely tall. Still, though, 90 potential. It's going to take him a few seasons to get there, and a player who's a beast in FIFA 19, once again, he's back for FIFA 20. And this is going to be the last player on our list, a Turkish midfielder, Yunus Akgun. Hopefully I said that right. Playing for Galatasaray. There was rumors that he was going to join Anderlecht, but he's staying with the squad. Also, Lazio he's been linked with. I don't know. Really, Galatasaray is his club for now. Two-footed winger. I'm guessing he's going to have 5-star weak foot. We'll see, though. Going to be very cheap. He's going to start out in the 60s. Go for him, man, because he's going to be a beast. And especially with that 5-star weak foot, you're going to want to sign him. That is going to be it for the episode, though, boys. Hopefully you did go on to enjoy this. And if you're excited for FIFA 20, leave a like. There is going to be a FIFA 20 giveaway over on my Instagram. You just got to follow me over there, like my most recent picture, and comment that you want FIFA 20. We've been doing a ton of giveaways lately. And if you win, you're going to be DM'd within the next few days. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you boys later. Peace. I need an angel.